Episode 3: The Sanctuary. Morning had come, but Alias Crowe still hadn't slept. The candles had burned themselves to stubs. The ink on his hands had long since dried. Then, 3 knocks, slow, deliberate. Crowe didn't move. Another knock. Alias, the guildmaster wants his book. Silence. You've had enough time. Crowe quietly closed the spellbook. I'm afraid I haven't, he thought to himself. He never touched the door. Instead, he opened the window. One smooth motion. Onto the roof, across weathered shingles, over narrow alleys. The city became another lock. Every rooftop, every shadow, already solved before his feet touched them. His father used to say, the best escape is the one they never see. Within minutes, the city swallowed him, or so he thought. In a shop window, he caught the reflection of a familiar face, a guild lookout, never approaching, never leaving, professional, patient, exactly where Crowe would have put him. So, you notice me. He wandered without looking back, until he reached St. Arlan's Cathedral. The lookout stopped outside. Guild law was simple. Never steal from a sanctuary. Never spill blood beneath a holy roof. Crowe stepped through the great wooden doors, exactly as expected. Silence. Sunlight poured through stained glass. Colored lights stretched across polished stone. Crowe wasn't praying, he was observing. Every pillar, every mural, every carved prayer repeated precise geometry. Not wizard runes, but undeniably familiar. Different language, same order. An elderly priest rested a hand upon a frightened child. He whispered a blessing. The child smiled, fear fading. Crowe never watched the priest. He watched the movement, the cadence, the hidden pattern. Without thinking, he repeated it. A faint warmth spread through his fingertips. The child smiled again. Crowe blinked. Guidance. A subtle blessing that steadied the mind and silenced doubt. Farther inside, a circular mosaic reflected the morning sun. Light scattered through polished crystal, filling the chamber without flame. Again, the same structure, different purpose. Crowe traced the pattern. Nothing. Again. Nothing. He studied the crystal, then the brass lantern beneath it. Not the spell, the focus. The pattern was complete. The material was missing. He quietly laughed. The church has its own language, but still requires the materials. Hours passed, then, behind an iron lattice, he found it. A simple bone relic, covered in impossibly fine silver etchings, not decoration, instruction. Every line, intentional. His fingertips hovered above it. The final pattern completed itself in his mind. Not a spell, a command. One word, absolute. He whispered it. A nearby monk stopped, turned, and silently opened the gate. Only afterward did confusion cross his face. Crowe wrapped the relic in cloth. I'll be borrowing this. That afternoon, hidden within the cathedral bell tower, Crowe finally slept. When he awoke, the strange emptiness inside him was gone. The magic had returned. He stepped into the evening streets. The 2 guild enforcers still waited, patient. Certain hunger would force him outside. Crowe approached calmly. One reached for his sword. Alias, Crowe spoke the words, drew the pattern, and let a pinch of sand fall from his fingertips. Sleep. Before either man finished drawing steel, both collapsed onto the cobblestones. Crowe adjusted the spellbook beneath one arm, the wrapped relic beneath the other. As the cathedral bells rang behind him, he smiled. One lock always leads to another.